on with you guys. Are you excited for Friday night? Yes. Are we going to network with brand new duckies that we've never met before? Yes. What is a ducky? A ducky's a cutie that you haven't said hi to that you want to say hi to. This is stuff that they don't teach you inside of traditional YouTube feeds, which is crying for the wambulance because you're complaining about how women treat us. We don't want to complain about the sky being a certain color. We can just adapt. That's what this is. Leading off with, what is plate spinning? Plate spinning is where people talk about having more than one female that you're interested in. Here we have a gaggle of females. It's a gaggle. Some of them are falling over because they're too happy to be here, right? And so this is us. This is them. This is you, and you're trying to break into a tight circle. How many times have you seen this formation? I'm gonna say quite a few. What we're gonna do is we're going to enter the circle using a specific technique for networking. Problem. If you have fewer than one plate or two plates or 0 plates, you are now at the whim and behest of the one plate that is currently bossing you around. This is advice that is to be entertaining for single dudes who are older than 22, younger than 29, interacting with females that are older than 22 and younger than 23. Lead funnel. Bullet pointing these different options is this. Having to play the game on hard mode because you used to delegate meeting women on a dating app. How's that going for you guys? How's that going for you guys? This is how it's going. This is how it's going. Augie Garrido is chiming in.
I'll be fucking fine with this, okay? So I'll just sum it up this way as fast as I can. That is the most humiliating game in the last fucking 10 years I've been involved with. How can we fucking get picked on the first base? How can you do that?
This is my amp up. Let's go and get ready to meet people on Friday night. This is my pre-game pep talk. Do I pre-game with alcohol? No. No pre-gaming with alcohol. Why? Because we're not going to just jump in and out of streams trying to get the streamer to say hello just because we feel unseen. In fact, this will help you leave the internet and actually meet people IRL. And we're not going to poke the streamer with getting them to alter their content or not add value or jump on and say, "Arr, you look like a pirate. Say yeehaw," or "Arr," right? Because what are we doing? We're trying to explore what they don't teach you in school and what they don't teach you on YouTube, because Entrepreneurs in Cars, Rational Male, and women feminists, wham. Women are angry, bad, wham. This is a complaint video. We need to kind of toughen up a little bit and then put ourselves out there by doing things that we prior did not do. And because of our ability to be flexible, that's a chance to win Friday night. Let's go. That's why I watch this video of a random awesome guy yelling, because this gets us ready for Friday night. On the other side of this video, I'm going to go over 4 terrific tips to increase how we network on the other side of this video.
The fuck is that about? What do you think you're fucking with here? This isn't about some goddamn thing. This is about our lives. Do you get it? God damn it! Don't you get it? You don't have a choice. When I fucking tell you to take, you take. Don't tell me you don't see it. You fucking look. You understand? I don't give a shit. Like I said, 15 minutes from now, you don't give a fuck. You walk out of here. I gotta live with this motherfucking embarrassing you the rest of my fucking life. I have totally fucking failed you guys. We got beat at every single fucking part of this. Everything. Everything. Infield play. They two-out hitting. Everything. Totally fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I apologize. I have totally let you down.
That's pumping me up to have good reps. What's a rep? It's a repetition. Let's bullet point these top tips to network with females as a heterosexual male on Saturday night, preferably Friday night. Either way, let's go. Bullet point number 1, we are going to explore saying hi to groups of new people. This is a group of new people. It's 3 girls in a tight huddle. And these girls don't know that you're going to come say hi. This one's going to the bathroom. She's off hanging out. Here is you. You want to meet these 3. I know. This is awesome, isn't it? Visual aids. This is you coming in. This is you coming in. The mistake that we make is we tap one on the back of the shoulder, and now we're literally on top of them. You got to understand, I'm kind of tall, but these strategies work great even if you're kind of short. Is you roll up on the 3 females from a side angle. Let me walk you through how the geometry works. This is how. Let's say you're the female and you're talking. This is how I would say hi. This is you, you're facing this direction. I'm now going to tap you. I tap you on the shoulder like this. And then when you turn around to face me, because remember, your head goes from this to this. I'm tapping you, and then when you turn, I'm tapping you, and then when I feel that you turn, you'll first see my profile, and then I'll slowly turn. It is not this. This is the mistake everyone makes. I'm tapping, okay? And then she turns around, and I'm standing above her, and now she looks at my chest, and now she looks up. That's the mistake that most people make. What are we talking about? We're talking about saying hi to females that are temporarily strangers that are now transitioning to being slightly curious about a person that's you. That's what we're collaborating on, because we are going to spin more than 2 plates. Because we're not going to hear just complain about women and how women have dating apps easier when we get to control who we cold open. What's a cold open? What's lead generation? A cold open is where you're saying hi to a stranger, a person who's never met you before. This skill is the lead off most Jedi skill to have, not only in dating, not only in networking, but also in business. Because what most people do is they sit and they hope to get discovered. Because when you're kind of not activating and working and in flow, then you kind of get stuck, and then you not get in a rut, but this is a way to jumpstart a new year with new relationships, and not just heterosexual males to saying hi to heterosexual females. It's the ability to talk to strangers. Being able to temporarily stomach discomfort, which helps for this practice of saying hi. Remember, this is not a perfection, and it's one of the hardest things to do, which is why celebrity YouTubers refuse to talk about how to get off of zero. Rollo Tomasi, Rich Cooper, Taylor the Fiend love complaining about women, yet offer very few solutions. This is a timeless, evergreen video that you can not necessarily refer back to, but remember, because this is unique and different. Let's bullet point some unique things that we can do. When we're at a grocery store, cold opens in a grocery store, this is a specific technique. This is risk-free, and this is bullet pointing. Number one, actually number 8, because this has been going for over 10 minutes. But to you, bullet point number 1. Aligning in the same direction. Cold opens are never hotbox. Hotbox is why YouTube videos with no face are actually more popular, because currently I am hotboxing you with full frontal eye contact. When you're cold opening somebody, we don't want to hotbox. We unidirection, and this is the technique. Your cart is going one direction, my cart is going one direction. Our carts are going in the same alignment. I point to an item in your cart. Let's say we're at Trader Joe's. Are the Thai shrimp dumplings your go-to? Nothing. Say nothing other than pointing to the cart. Are those good? What you're doing is you're risk-free opening, because if they want to talk to you, they'll be like, oh, were you talking to me? That's a time extension that's short. What we want to do is we want to look at this like it's a video game. So our carts are in alignment, and we ask, Thai dumplings, are those good? And if she's seen you already, she will be so happy that you broke the ice and broke the barrier. Because remember, you're both going in the same direction. So you're literally doing a cold open drive-by. Hey, is that your go-to for Trader Joe's? The Thai dumplings? I've eaten them, but I haven't seen them. What you're doing with the drive-by is now it's risk-free, because she has 8 milliseconds to reciprocate. When we do this drive-by, all of our risk is mitigated, because if there is no input, you don't even need to fail forward. Look at interactions as if cold opens are a video game. And once you see it as a video game, it's incredibly empowering because this is what helps us also do slightly better at work. Cold open, time extension, what am I talking about? So initially when you're talking to a stranger, they will give you the shortest leash ever. And you only get time extensions if the conversation's going well. Initially, this whole philosophy of plate spinning, going from 0 plates to 2 plates, is about risk mitigation, risk minimization, risk elimination. I know I'm not proud. Well, I'm just going to say what it's true. I'm the only person who talks about doing dating and networking cold opens with 0 risk. I'm the only guy. Are they popular? No. Why? Because you're trying to get a person to watch a video and then self-improve. You're trying to slightly get better as we experience one new video. Risk mitigation, risk minimization, risk elimination. Bold claim, Larry. Can you expand? Yes, I can. We want to cold open using innocuous, unidirectional, we're both going the same way types of ideas while being positive. Here's another example. You're at a general party and the common easy thing to do would be, hey, doesn't the DJ suck? Because everyone's got that tension of, we haven't had 2 drinks yet, it's the beginning of the night, it's tension, and people's sphincters are wound so tight that you can feel the tension in the room. We want to benefit from that. And some of you guys are laughing, thank you. It should be slightly funny because these things are common. This is why some people refuse to arrive at a party until 15, 20, an hour and a half into it. This is our strategy now for saying hi to strangers at strange events and arriving at parties early, which is alignment. Risk minimization, risk mitigation, risk elimination, which is this. Aren't these decorations amazing? I wonder how those balloons got so fluffy. Those flowers, those are amazing. I wonder who grows them. If they look at you like, sorry, I don't eat Chinese food, you've lost nothing. You've lost nothing. But I can tell you that 99% of people are so isolated that anybody who's a stranger who talks to them in a tension-free way, which is slightly intimidating, is a welcome thing because it's a, dare I say, sweet and sour experience. Normally I hate athletes, but this guy seems like he's read a book. Normally I don't like dudes with a job, but this guy seems like he's got that playfulness of being unemployed. Normally I don't like people that have a dad and from a nuclear family. I like to date, broken family with mental and emotional issues, but he seems kind of edgy. And so what you're doing is you're playfully interacting in a risk-free way because you're just commenting on something incredibly general. To recap so far where we're at, what problem are we solving? We're solving the problem that nobody wants to date us. I don't mean to laugh, but it's true because 3% of men gather and get women's bang energy. it's just centralized. And dating app data proves this, all the data proves this. So let's say we're in the middle part of the sexual market value curve as a man. Now let's learn from the person on the right side of the bell curve what I would do if I were all the way on the left side of the bell curve, because deep down, I want a person to love me for not being rich, tall, and hot. And I don't know those things because I don't. And I question women who have that. Therefore, I came up with all these strategies that were notes because I'm fascinated by the number zero, if I'm being honest. I'm fascinated by the number zero when it pertains to private equity, with venture capital, with entrepreneurship. You've seen my videos talking about the dollar zero. That's why when Entrepreneur in Cars talks about entrepreneurship, yet fails this topic. This topic is sales and selling yourself, presenting yourself to a person that has no need for you and no trust. Well, maybe not no need, but kind of no trust. And so that's why we as men tend to do economically better, because men have to ask 60 women out before they get to a certain result. That's the lead funnel. That's the economics behind having to fail forward. And as student athletes, this is the video that I watch before I go out every Saturday night and every Friday night. Augie Garrido, ladies and gentlemen, Pep Talk.
All right. In 15 minutes, you guys will probably all be fucking fine with this, okay? So I'll just sum it up this way as fast as I can. That is the most humiliating game in the last fucking 10 years I've been involved with. How can we fucking get picked on the first base? How can you do that? The fuck is that about? What do you think you're fucking with there? This isn't about some goddamn game. This is about our lives. Do you get it? God damn it! Don't you get it? You don't have a choice. When I fucking tell you to take, you take. Don't tell me you don't see it. You fucking look. You understand?
I'm
Don't
pumped.
give a shit. Like I said, 15 minutes from now, you don't give a fuck. You walk out of here. I gotta live with this motherfucking fucking embarrassing game the rest of my fucking life. I have totally fucking failed.
Neuro-linguistic programming combined with psycho-cybernetics. When a dude like that yells at you, can you wire the pain and pleasure to be juxtaposed? This is the secret to money, because when a guy's yelling at you like that, he's about to make you a millionaire. Women don't yell at you for going up to say hi, especially because I engineered a risk-free way to cold open. Risk minimization, risk mitigation, risk elimination. The problem is people won't try. Men won't try, and men are at zero plates. And does anybody on YouTube help you get off of zero in entrepreneurship? Nobody. 0 to 1, that book, never addresses how to get off of zero. Popular advice that is incorrect is, I can't compete with Chad and Tyrone. Speaking on behalf of the most Tyrone and Chads of Tyrones and Chads If you guys were to see how large my booty is, it is honorary black dude. In my persona, I'm an honorary white dude. Together, I'm here to tell you that women can't figure out who's an alpha and who's a beta. Do you know who also can't tell who's an alpha or a beta? Alpha males who are venture capitalists. They have no idea who's an alpha. They have no idea who's a beta. 90% of venture capitalists that are trying to seek alpha, literally seeking alpha returns by finding alpha humans, pick incorrectly 90% of the time. As women, how often do women pick the right alpha? Is there a technique for gamifying how women get sold? Can you get off of zero by realizing that nobody knows what an alpha is? In fact, look at my comments. How many people will go into Rational Male, page 124 and page 136, which is beta mailing a male by being negative? Bullet point number 17 or 4, depending on how well you're paying attention, is how positive are we during failure? Let's say we say hi to two females. Two females, they're talking, right? They're nose to nose and they're talking. This is you. This is you. You see these two females and you want to interrupt a table for two or a one-on-one conversation. How do you do it? This is how to do it. Female, female, they're talking, okay? And you want to say hi because they're two cute females and they're definitely out to mingle. They've dressed up, it's Saturday night, and they are pretending to be interested in each other, okay? Talk, 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 talk. They're not kissing, they're just hanging out. Don't be gross. Here's you, okay? Here's you coming in, okay? Coming in. I recommend coming in from the flank. You don't want to come in from the top hot. Bad angle and too intimidating and kind of scary. You walk by and, oh, Larry, you seem to meet so many women. What's your opening line? I wanted to come over here to say hi. Stop talking. Remember before when I was talking about how this is a video game? This is the video game component to it. You don't walk over with a compliment preloaded. You walk over, you step in, you say nothing. If there is eye contact, then you have time extension. This is a video game and we get to win because of our game theory. Not Neil Strauss, the game. We win on Thomas Malnight and Harbir Singh game theory. Am I throwing in some University of Pennsylvania knowledge? Maybe. In this sequence, all we do is step into space. We step into space, and with our body language, we exude confidence, yet also competence, and managing our own nervousness because our chest might be beating from out of our chest. In fact, a little bit of nervousness helps because when I roll up on two, I have no hesitancy. I have no nervousness. I am a little too confident. and I even try to pretend to act not confident, but then I appear even more confident, and that's bad. And that's where you can benefit from having beginner's mindset or beginner's luck, because you're gonna do these skills, because I've got 2 pages of like Genius Shiitake, 2 pages of Genius Shiitake, and then you're gonna find your Miss Perfect, and then you're gonna just spin the one plate. That's okay. Beginner's luck is fine. Body language, stepping into space. Remember, we're trying to risk minimize, risk mitigate, and risk eliminate all of the risk. Step into space, and if they give you a little of this, ew, or any kind of ick, I thought you guys, I want to come over and say hi to you guys. Looks like you're busy. Turn and run away. But this is how you turn and run away. You don't run away. You turn. Looks like you guys are busy. I want to come say hi to you later. Turn, okay? Turn and walk like this. So they're behind me. Walk like this. Because you don't want to walk so far that they can't reach and touch you. So your pace of steps is 2 inches per hour. You're barely leaving them. And what is going, thank you. And what is going on that is genius is this. There's no way you could fail. In fact, let's go over a polar opposite case scenario where there is not time extension. Right now, people who cold open are playing the game on easy mode. There is no easier way right now to meet people than to do cold opens. Think of it as being able to get any person to swipe right on you IRL, in real life. Swipe rights. That's how easy this is, because right now nobody has this skill. And remember, I'm the guy who hacked the YouTube algorithm in addition to the X Twitter algorithm. And this is an algorithm that we're hacking right now, which is how to network as a heterosexual man towards females who currently think that we're a stranger but are open to meeting. Risk mitigation, risk elimination. Moving forward with the next bullet point is a case study where they are rude to you. I thought you guys, and this is what you have in the script. From over there, you guys look fun. Boy, was I wrong. Again, turn and not escape. You're just turning away from an immediate interaction where they can still raise their voice and be like, no, I didn't mean it. This is why. Because if you're able to handle failure in a cold open, now you are unstoppable. This is an incredibly important note. Most guys want to talk to ugly females who have stored up chemical potential energy around their midsection because they think that those women are actually easier. The worst thing you can do is, of the 5 girls, talk to the not hottest one. Of any group of 6 or 5 or even 2, you have to initially eye contact the attractive one. Make this mistake at your own peril. Remember, this is risk mitigation. This is not jumping on a grenade, because jumping on a grenade is the opposite of risk mitigation. Why would you even start with the grenade? You don't start with the grenade and then go up to the girl who's hot with a master's degree in science, not science master's degree. I'm talking about a legit master's degree where she has to write a master's thesis. That person who's attractive, they're actually the easiest people to cold open. They're the easiest. Bullet pointing right from the top. Good job paying attention. We're solving the problem that Entrepreneurs in Cars and Rational Mill poses but do not solve, which is this. 2 plates to 1 plate is an ocean of work. Getting off of the number 0, where on a dating app, you're delegating cold opens to a dating app. How is that going as a society when you delegate away your ability to meet and network new heterosexual females? How's that going? In the comments. How's that going? What strategies do we have for Friday night to handle the temporary emotional quotient building, which is talking to strangers? Do you see how incredibly useful of a skill this is? This is what we're also jaw-droppingly going to attack, which is this. How are we as men when humans yell at us? Do we thrive and juxtapose the pain and the pleasure? Because this is why there are so few YouTube videos on this particular topic. And the topic that we're talking about is going from 0 people interested in us and us pretending, oh, Western women bad, to talking to 20 females in the hopes of finding 3, 4, 8, or 2 females that connect with us that we did not think would, because we had preconceived notions of what is hard and what is easy. We had pre-wirings that were connecting pain and pleasure in a way that was debilitating. Where, why are we connecting now with a Chinese guy who wears a cowboy hat, who is literally going to student athlete via pregame? Because in a moment, we're gonna take some baseball reps and then we're gonna go back and bullet point. I'm gonna finish 2 more bullet points and then take the reps of something small and athletic and then re-go into these reps. And so goal is saying hi to people that we have not met. Are you excited? Let's go. Exit strategy. Opening is genius. Just trying opening, people are pretty much open to it, especially attractive women. What we want to do when we get these time extensions, remember, this is a video game where we get time extensions and we win when she's like, oh, you know, what do you do for work? Or any kind of personal question is a 20-second to 30-second time extension. What we want to do with an opening conversation, our goal is under 4.5 minutes. 5 minutes is too much. 3 milliseconds is sometimes entirely possible, and that's okay. There's this book, it's called How to Work a Room. And I'm combining How to Work a Room with an article I wrote called Exit Strategy for My GSB Girlfriend. Exit strategy like I'm exiting a conversation. Exit strategy for a conversation. Cold start, cold open, book ended with an exit strategy, because now we're going to marinate the conversation. It goes like this. Cold open. Hi, I want to come and say hi. Stop talking. That's it. It's one guy saying hi to 3 girls, even though you have 2 guy friends with you. I'm going to go over multiple bogeys, multiple wingmen in a second. Initially, the easiest is you going up solo, leaving your group. It works like this. You cold open, time extension. It's going super great. They're talking. They ask you for drinks. Oh, I'm kind of thirsty. Will you buy me a drink? Will you hold on 2 seconds for me? Will you hold on just 2 seconds for me? Or any kind of excuse. That is your exit strategy. What are you doing, and why is it genius to do that? Because what you're doing is you're controlling pace and tempo and access to the most valuable thing in the room. You're a host because there are two types of people in the room, hosts and guests. And what you're doing is you're trying to work the entire room. Goal. You're trying to get a tipping point of females in the room and males in the room to see you as a high worth person. That is a tipping point. Is this right out of the book Tipping Point? Sort of, combined with How to Work a Room by Susan Rowan, because what we've done in failing is we've removed failure because we are failing forward with temporary failures. In the example where you open 4 people and these females are mean to you. Oh, from over there you guys seem like a lot of fun. Turns out I was wrong. What now has happened is that room is now dead to those 4 females because now everyone's going to see them as kind of a jerk. What now happens with your value in the room is you're now seen as incredibly valuable, because if you can take a rejection and be okay with it, that is one of the most powerful things for networking. Friday night, who's excited? We're gonna go out and continue pregame. Pregame. What are you guys doing Friday night?